Guys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, Relief Windows, Visit Baton Rouge, an authentic Louisiana experience, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to this week's edition of Paradise, Louisiana, and here we are here, BBQ guys. Let me remind y'all people all over the country, y'all can see them on the internet, and y'all can see them on their webpage. But let me tell you what, if you live in the Baton Rouge area, it do you well to come visit these showrooms and these outdoor kitchens. It just amazes you to see. Nowadays, more people are going to cooking outside and entertaining outside. It's football season. Now, if you're ever ready and you want the best price you can get, BBQ Guys is the place to go. I got a few items here I want to talk about. First off, you notice the camouflage I got on, that's Coastal Performance. That's our good friend over there in Lafayette. Been supplying us with these. You might see Diane show. You see Diane wearing it all the time too. It's a perfect camouflage, especially for the marsh and everything. And he got the gorgeous hats and everything. So, but this one is to all of my heart right now. United States Army. I got a church member, him and his wife. They use the same mass I go to. I'm gonna guess he's a big outdoorsman, and he hears me talking and doing a lot with kids and the Wounded Warriors. He's a veteran. And look at this hat. His name is Henry Clark. Henry, thank you. You made my day yesterday. And I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna put it here so you can see it. U.S. Army. Thanks to all y'all military guys for what y'all do. The holidays are coming up. A lot of y'all gonna be away from home. We're gonna mention our prayers and the ones that get a chance to come home and be safe. That's it. This week, we're gonna visit Chaz again, I hope. We got a lot of news here. I got a lot of bad news. I got some reports from some of the marinas around the coast that got hit hard by the storm. So stay tuned when we come back. This is Paradise, Louisiana.
Why choose Barbecue Guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
So we're here at the Star Banquet with Abigail Schaefer, and she's going to tell us all the secrets about fishing. Abigail, where did you catch this fish?
I actually do not know.
You don't know? What kind of fish was it?
A speckled trout.
Fantastic. Did you have a great time?
Yes, I did.
Well, thank you for fishing Star, and y'all have to fish next year.
I'm Abigail, and I won this boat fishing in the Star Tournament.
New Berkley Fireline Ultra 8. It's rounder, smoother, and 4 times more abrasion resistant than original Fireline. Expect 10% longer casts and superb knot strength.
And you thought Fireline couldn't get any better.
I came out in the middle of the day today on purpose. I wanted that sun to get high because this is a new little area. And I wanted to be able to see the bottom, see the grass, looking into the water. If I knew exactly where these mats were located, obviously daylight would be pretty strong. But this is the kind of grass, like I said, we've been talking about this a lot. It's that eel grass. And just riding that matrix over to eel grass is the key. Nice little 1/4 ounce or 1/8 ounce jig head. That's all you need. Oh yeah. See that puppy right there, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Good fish. All right, so the types of bait fish I'm seeing right now, one of them is a bunch of little needlefish and a lot of pokey. So again, we're gonna stay with that smoking shad like we used in the last episode. Now on this X shad, you can rig it 2 ways. If this grass is a little bit thicker, I'd rig it weedless. I'm just going open face jig head, 1/4 ounce golden or black platinum. But we also have a belly slit on the new X shad, which allows you to rig it weedless with a weedless swim bait hook. That would also be very effective here. And if the water were to drop out, I would go to that as I'd be catching more grass. But right now the water's high, I can run it right over it, and that's what the fish want. Let him just sit on the floor and look. Again, on that smoking shad, 1/4 ounce or 1/8 ounce will work. Black platinum, I'm trying to get it right back out there. And this is the technique, nice and easy. Get the water and just simply reel. It's a very simple technique I'm using, about as easy as it gets at Lake Pontchartrain, which is known for a very complex fishery, a lot of deep water typically. But this is, as they say, so easy a caveman can do it. It is simply cast out and reel in. There he is. Oh, I missed him. I'm gonna get another throw right there. They're just simply bowing up on it, just like you would be throwing a spinnerbait. They're just, you're reeling it, and then boom, they just stop it. Tight schools, like when I catch one, I'll get several bites, and then I got to move on and find another school. Now, when you fish at speckled trout, this is a very common mistake a lot of people make. When you fish at trout in the fall, or you're fishing grass beds like this, you do not need to be glued to the bank. Now, if this grass is all the way up tight to the bank, sure, you can fish up on the bank if you want. But when that vegetation comes out far off the bank, you can just free drift, put the wind to your back, and just cover some ground. And as you can see, we're pretty far off the bank, but my contour on the bottom, which I can see with these polarized matrix mirrors on, is the same way out here as it was real tight to the bank. And a good depth for doing this is about 3 to 5 feet. I'd say I'm in 2 to 4 right here. And, you know, I'm in it a little bit shallower than I typically like, but I'm also being able to see the bottom and contour change right here, which I kind of need as I'm trying to learn this little cove. This is the first time I've really spent any time in here. I came in here not really expecting much or to fish it, Didn't do much the first 20 minutes or so, but I could just see on the bottom that this is what we've been preaching. This is what we're looking for. This is what the fish want. And when I saw the bottom, it looked like it had potential. I just gave it more and more time. There's that eelgrass again. And eventually, I got on a little pattern, started plucking away at them pretty good. And now I have a new spot to the arsenal. But again, like I've said numerous times, and there's numerous areas, grass, 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 that is the key. Eelgrass is great. It's a great grass to fish. And whether you're fishing the north shoreline of Pontchartrain, going towards Mandeville, if you're fishing the eastern shoreline of Pontchartrain around the Cedars, the south side of Pontchartrain by Irish Bayou.
Pod's moving in storage.
I need to clean out my study.
We'll deliver a container.
My brother-in-law's moving in.
Maybe he'll help you pack.
He's lazy.
We can refer some professionals.
It's just until he finds work.
We can keep things at our storage center for as long as it takes.
I am not happy about this.
Or you can keep your things on site for quick unloading.
Did you say freeloading?
I said unloading.
I heard freeloading.
I'm sure you did.
Store on site or let us drive your things to our secure storage center. Pods, moving and storage, solved.
For sidekicks. For those who see the glass half empty. For those who see it half full. For those on the right. For those on the left. For those with nicknames. For those with curves. For people that cycle. For people that recycle. For BFFs. For frenemies. For those with style. For lovers. For families. For big families. For everyone.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. You know, we've been praying hard and we've been lucky with a lot of these storms. This was one of them didn't weaken. In fact, it got so strong, whatever happened, the wind shear, whatever, didn't do it. The worst part of the places that were spared, the last one, well, they got some damage. When I tell you a lot of damage, most of it wind damage too. Now, I'm going to run through some of the places we normally fish, and good friends of ours. I've called and talked to some of them on the phone. Some of them sent me a picture when the water was coming up. I haven't heard from them yet, but I got friends that were down there, and this is a report. We'll start off at Fouchon and Leeville, the hardest, them and Cocodrie are the hardest hit places. Chris Moran had some damage to his hotel. The docks, he said he had 10 shrimp boats. They got pushed up and at his dock. He had 10 big shrimp boats right there. Either getting out the weather, but in Port Fouchon and everything, a lot of camps damaged, a lot of poles were down. He was still without electricity last night. He said they're running on a generator. He says they got a little cleanup, but he says you want to come fish in the weather with all this beautiful weather, you got to go work on your duck binds, whatever. He's open, okay? Now, another one, Cocodrie. I didn't get him. I didn't get a chance to talk everything, but Joe Macalusa in his Sunday column had a lot of report on Cocodrie. A lot of my friends that went down there, Gary Krause and them, had pulled their campers on there. They just brought them down there. They went up and got them out. There's a lot of campers damaged, okay? People that didn't pull them out. The surge wasn't as bad, but the wind was atrocious. So we wish them well. If y'all got another report, when you come open back up, you email me at Gary at Paradise, Louisiana. Call me on my cell phone. Any of y'all people down in Dulac, Cocodrie, or whatever. Now, believe it or not, I got fishing reports from Dulac I'll give you later. I Another one that was real bad, I was surprised, is Jack Payne in Delacroix. His whole lodge, his hotel, you know, all the lodges, the whole roof was gone. It blew off. He had one mobile home that was flipped upside down. Believe it or not, he said he's open. The marina there, the shrimp shed, they're available. They don't have any electricity yet, and they got some generator service, but he says between the 4th and the 5th, the electricity will be back up, and he'll back running. You know, what's all these guys, I'm gonna give you some more, but what's amazing about people in Louisiana is how resilient they are, how they stick together, how tough they are. And they calling me and want to know what I hear, and they got damaged. They said, what you hearing from everybody else? So there's a lot of sympathy over there, but there's a lot of love and a lot of help that's going to be coming your way. All you got to do is ask. So, Grand Isle again.
2 years ago, I remember seeing
Bucky said they're wide open Wednesday, but they're taking people right now. He got generator, you can get gas, you can get bait. So, but Wednesday, he said by Wednesday, this is Monday, by this Wednesday, that would be what, the 4th, 5th, they're going to be wide open. Hey, I asked him about Butch because I didn't hear from Butch. I don't know what was going on. I had some pictures from Butch. I showed y'all the high water, but Butch told him, you know, he was fine. He was very surprised. He's back open and running. Lake Catherine, whew, that's my buddies. I was right there. My camp, I got a little, the popcorn stuff. It must have shook the trailer. Some of the popcorn stuff fell in them room. I had a few boards off the deck. They were there, but everything else was good. My neighbor, thank God for Hal and Jen, my next door neighbors, they went in there and made sure there wasn't nothing in the freezer to spoil, and closed everything up and checked for any kind of water damage, which was none. So thank you, Lord. Thank you for my neighbors looking after me. Lake Catherine, then, they're catching fish. Mr. Andrews said, come on down. Her and David both. They wore out and were cleaning out, but right now, and they got shrimp. They got shrimp. They'll have it. Everything is ready to go over there. Power's been back on some of those places. Yeah, man, 2 days, but in the Slidell, but on Highway 433, Mike Gallo and all those people, they got it late Friday or early Saturday morning. So Lake Catherine is good. Venice, again, the Butlers always taking care of us. They're so resilient. They've been through so many. He sent me a picture of water's high, but last time he showed me that, he sent me another picture of water was gone. I don't think they got the wind damage. I just got off the phone with Ryan Lambert. Ryan is open and running. He said, you want to come? You want to book? The lights had a few shingles off. They're doing it. The biggest trouble were trees that were knocked down at their golf course over there in Hanville. So, only thing else I can tell you, let me make sure I didn't miss nothing. Grand Isle, Jack Payne is them. So all those marinas right there. The best way to find out if you want to go down there, if you got a camp down there or if you got a mobile home, that's another thing. Jack said a lot of campers and stuff on that road were damaged. I mean, turned sideways, poles were down. So there was more damage than they ever saw in a long time in Delacroix. Hopedale, I didn't get to talk to the boys at Hopedale Landing, but I hear it's the same thing. So they open, duck season's coming. Everybody's gonna be going. Say a prayer when we come back. I got a fishing report for you.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Why choose barbecue, guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and welcome back to BBQ Guys. This is our Berkeley. I go see a fishing report, but I'm going to put the rodeo and tournament report together. I got some reports, and I'm going to give you another one, and I'm going to fuss at y'all again. Y'all guys down at Ascension Area Anglers, every year y'all call me and tell me, y'all give me the dates to run and doing it. But the last couple of years, y'all ain't give me the results. So I got to steal these results from Joe Macaluso. I hope I don't get in trouble. But Joe's article in the paper had the top 10 and all about the fish being caught. Thank you, Joe. You're still a legend and you're great. So I'm going to give you credit. So don't get me for plagiarizing. Look, Ascension Area Anglers, this past weekend, Daniel Bryant and Hunter Thibodeau had a tremendous catch. So on the fishing report, I don't have a lot coming from the spillway, but this ought to tell you, this is dry runs both sides. They were fishing 17.16 pounds. Jeff McMorris and Bo Fitch had 16.84. Brennan Huda, or Hunter, and Dylan, well, this is an Italian name, Temperano. I ought to say that name of Italian. Temperanaro. That's it. 15.7. Boy, my ancestors are going to be mad at me for messing that name up. Nathan Solar and Neil Norman had 15.34, and Tyler Teague and Justin Conscian had 15.24. Big bass was Solar and Norman with 4.52. Second was Hewitt and Burke with 4.56. We're going to go now to the Liars and Lunkers in West Pearl River. He's been sending them. He's been a little bit late getting them, poor thing, because I don't know what they're doing, but I want to thank them for keeping us in touch. They fished the West Pearl, and first place was Jake and Bridget Empazada. See, that's another Italian name I got right. Second was Timmy Dickens and Jay Breland at 12.30. That's a 15-pound stringer, by the way, that Jake and Bridget had. That's the 3-pound average. That's good anywhere you go. Corey Ensko and Jared Norris were third with 11.94. Big Bass was, and they also had Big Bass at 5.10. So that's the tournament rodeo report now. This is my fishing report. Coming from Dulac, my friend John Benoit. I don't know, John, with all the damage, I don't know if you fished before or right after, but him and Pete Pardos, that T. Irvins, they fishing the same thing, that Berkeley Gulp with glowing chartreuse, here's some beautiful redfish. Tom LeBlanc, they went back there, he didn't move his camp in Delacroix. He's one of them, he said they had some trouble with the jack. You know, the mountain jacks got bent. It must have been rocking. They saved the day to try to go fishing. Few redfish out there, but he's still stunned. He ain't catching the fish he usually catches out there. But Tom, you and Cesar Garcia, thank y'all so much for keeping in touch. And I'm gonna have you back on one time and talk about that log, how you been doing this for years and years, and how you go back to it. So that's it. Now. Other fishing reports I'm getting was from Grand Isle. It was all before. I don't have that much fishing reports to tell you about. I heard they were catching Toledo Bend. I don't know. They didn't get any wind damage. This time, people up in Mississippi, Lake and Carter, they didn't get any wind damage. So all we can do is thank God. We got the duck season coming up, fairly quick. We got goose season open up there in the east zone, but let me give you another little report here. I'm gonna give a little hunt report. I'm gonna do my best. They got the wildlife and fisheries meeting. I'm gonna try to get some reports from Larry Reynolds this week. We go to wildlife and fisheries meeting this Thursday. If you're watching this on Thursday, the meeting just held during the day. You can go on their website too, and you can listen to wildlife and fisheries meeting on the internet. So. Duck lease. Now I'm going to take it right back. This is a picture. This is my grandson and my great-grandson. He took his nephew, my great-grandson, they went Clinton on their lease. This young man, Carson, he's the apple of all our eyes. He's a great athlete, plays this advanced baseball, whatever he's doing, he's a good athlete, but he's going to be like all good athletes. He's going to trap. His love for hunting and fishing is there. God bless all y'all athletes that are playing ball right now, like to hunt and fish, how y'all work it in. So I'm going to give y'all a shout out doing it. My grandson, Carson Hill, my great-grandson, Carson Hill, and my grandson, Micah. Said he thanks his uncle, took him out there, and they killed a nice doe already this year. I got one little news report, and that's it. That was a fishing report, and we're going to clock it out so you can see it. My good friend and former sponsors and everything, I went to the funeral. Mr. Anthony Casciola passed away last week. He was one of our big sponsors, tremendous outdoorsman. He had hunting property all over. He loved to get in the stand. He loved to fish the Grand Isle Rodeo. Last few years, him and his sweetheart wife Dot, they have been closest friends. Always inviting us to eat, come over there and talk. They're all about family. I want to wish him my condolences and tell you how much I'm gonna miss you, Mr. Anthony. You up there? Say a prayer for us. Now, his son, Harlan Casciola, has been running duck lease, crawfish ponds, and they're right there in Port Allen, right across the river on 190, right there. I guess you call it Bush. But for years, well, I made a few hunts there, and sometimes there's a lot of ducks. Just like last year, they had a couple weeks when cold fronts, there were ducks everywhere. At the end of the year, they were full of speckled-bellied geese. We made a hunt over and made a couple hunts with speckled-bellied geese. He got 2 openings, okay? He's gone down on the price. I'll let you tell you about the price. But if you're in Baton Rouge, Gonzales, anywhere you're close to Lafayette, and you want a place where you can hunt, you can go hunting in the morning and be back at work. He got 2 big leases. They're over 100 acres apiece. They get planted rice. They got food. I know sometimes crawfish ponds ain't that good, but he mixes them. So you can get in touch with Harlan Casciola probably at one of the casinos. I might run his number on. No, I tell you what I'm gonna do. You contact me. That's this week's show, y'all. Pray for those people recovery. Believe it or not, in the Caribbean there's another storm. Okay. All I can say, we hope it keeps going west. But they're showing some models turning and getting in the Gulf. So pray hard. Thank God for Louisiana.
BBQGuys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.